Hello, welcome to the latest edition of Ragic Office Hour. I'm Jeff. I'm here to answer your questions on the Office Hours question sheet. All right, let's get started. Okay, first question. HubSpot integration with Ragic. Can you integrate Ragic with HubSpot? I just found another tool that may do it, but then I have to pay again. Well, the standard way to do Ragic integration with another well-known application is to use the Zapier integration. If the application supports Zapier, then you will be able to integrate, like, sync records between them. So the simplest way to do this is through a Zapier integration. See details here. Oops. Okay, and also our documents about Zapier integration. It's right here. Okay, so if that doesn't meet your requirements, maybe it has some features that you need that it doesn't have, or if you need to do if you need it to be free, like you don't have the budget for that tool, then you could still do an integration with our HTTP APIs. So you could still do one with API. You can code an integration with our HTTP API. All right. So that's basically how you would do the HubSpot integration. Yeah, the simplest way is to use Zapier, or like we're also integrating with Integromat or Make, so that could work. But the simplest way and the most common way to do this is through Zapier, because we know that Zapier already supports HubSpot, so HubSpot plus Ragic is a pretty simple way to do that. And plus, Zapier does have a free version. I think it syncs like every 15 minutes, so it should be sufficient in most cases. All right. Okay. Is there ways to change your database name? I have created a database but named it under my own name. Now I would like to use it for my organization, but the URL doesn't seem to relate to my organization whatsoever. Is there a way to rename my database other than recreating another account? Actually, yes. Although we don't have any UI for you to self-service to change the database name directly, but you can just use the Need Help link at the top right corner of your account and submit a support ticket to our support staff, and they will help you change your account and change your database name. Yeah, which is the name after the Ragic.com. For example, if this account, this account is called webinar. So this name can be changed as long as it's not taken by another organization. It can be changed. Please submit a service request using the Need Help link at the top right of your screen. And we will help you change your database name. Okay. Next question. Unlocking different fields in different approval steps. Okay, that sounds interesting. When starting the approval flow, you can either lock the whole entry or leave the whole entry unlocked. Okay, but for example, I want field A and B to be editable only when I'm in approval step 1, field C and D unlocked in approval step 2, and field E unlocked only in the last approval step. The whole entry automatically is locked when the approval is done. Can this be done? This will allow approvers to edit certain fields when they are approving. Okay, so first of all, the entry is locked when you're doing approval. So first of all, you need to uncheck that lock record when approval starts, so that to make sure that the entry is not locked when the approval starts, so the users will still have a chance to edit those fields. So that's the start. And secondly, I think what I would do is to use conditional formatting to lock the fields that we would like to lock. So um, so you so you could have fields. You could create fields to pointing to the current status of the approval process. So if you create a status field, and you could say that the status field and the current status is on the first step, and then hide all other values, or like read only all the other values, like maybe all fields but these three, or something like this. So you can so so the last piece of the puzzle is that how do we put the status of the approval into a status field? Okay, so and to do that, you just go to our formulas. We do have formulas to get information from the approval process. So we go to approval formulas. So you could use the approval formula to know the overall status of approval, or which step that is on related to certain steps of the approval. So you could tell that which step that this record is currently on. And this way, you can use the conditional formatting to see that, oh, we're on step 2, then other fields on step 1 and 3 should be locked. Okay, so this is basically the solution for this. So let me summarize this. Okay, first, you can use approval formulas to create fields that has value, has information on which step this record is currently on. Okay, so first of all, you know which step the record is currently on. Again, secondly, then you can use a conditional formatting to determine which step this record is on, and make all other fields for other steps to be read only. Okay, so we're on step 2, and you can make all other fields not on step 2 read only. Okay, third, and make sure that on your approval setup, the whole record is not locked when approval starts. Okay, basic like this. So let me point you to the document for formulas, and for conditional formatting, it's so pretty standard conditional formatting. Okay, so approval formulas to determine the step that this record is currently on. Use conditional formatting to hide or maybe make the fields not related to the steps approver read only. And make sure that when the approval starts, the record is not locked. All right. I hope this is helpful for you. Okay, so that's it for the question for today. Thank you for joining in on our Ragic Office Hour. And if you have any other questions, feel free to use the Ragic Office Hour question sheet to submit your questions, and I'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks. All right, goodbye.